fairly warm, not much in the way of frost. Mind you, it's not perfect, it never is. There will be weather fronts, those are weather fronts crossing the British Isles at the moment, but they're becoming quite weak in the south and strung out over the Atlantic, yet another set of fronts, and there'll be front after front after front, moving eastwards across the British Isles during this coming week. But the secret is that they're running into this huge area of high pressure, the one that's been there for most of the last week and will be there pretty well all of this week too. And so the fronts become very weak and give little more than cloud, except in the far north of Britain, where there will be some more pronounced outbreaks of rain from time to time. Just at the moment, we're rather between weather fronts. There is some rain, though, in the north and west of Scotland, but you'll see a lot of that high and a lot of those westerly winds. And westerly winds means never terribly cold over the next few days. Those fronts, as they run down southwards into England, the weather becoming very weak indeed during the course of tomorrow. Another set of fronts coming along during the course of Tuesday, the high splitting temporarily into two, but reforming from the west during Wednesday and still sitting very much over the country on Wednesday, and then further fronts running across northern Britain during Thursday and again on Friday. But the high still there, probably well into Easter, that lovely area of high pressure. Mind you, quite showery weather down in the Mediterranean. It can't be good everywhere. But at the moment you can see the rain on the radar in north and west Scotland, and some patches of rain affecting parts of Northern Ireland as well. The rest of us is completely dry. The further south and east you get, the more broken the cloud becomes, with sunshine at times, and quite pleasantly warm sunshine too. It's not desperately windy anywhere. Further bands of rain crossing parts of Northern Ireland, perhaps the odd spot of rain getting to the far north of England by the end of the day, but only the odd spot of rain, staying dry everywhere else. And 12 to 13 over Scotland and Northern Ireland, 12, 13, 14, even in some places 15 Celsius over England, with fairly light winds everywhere, very pleasantly warm for this time of year. There will be ground frost in the southeast of Britain tonight, though, a few patches of mist and fog, and still some rain and drizzle in the north and northwest, but not very much. Then tomorrow, perhaps the odd spot of rain in the northwest of England there, but on the whole, a dry day. We think there could be just the odd spot of rain as far south as East Anglia by the end of the day, but basically we're talking about a dry day, but more rain, though, getting into the far northwest of Scotland and Northern Ireland by the very end of the day. Looking forward to Tuesday, that band of rain weakening as it comes southward across Scotland towards northern England, little more than cloud by the end of the day, and warming up in many places as well, temperatures getting up to 15 to 17 degrees Celsius in parts of the south and the east. Wednesday, windy at times in the north with some outbreaks of possibly quite heavy rain, elsewhere dry and fairly warm and fairly bright too. Very much the same for Thursday, further rain, Northern Ireland and Western Scotland particularly. Cooler for a time in the far north of Scotland, but more wind and rain reaching that part of the world by the end of the day. Let me finish up with a Holy Week summary of that, mainly dry.